Hello guys, Garcia here. This is part 9 of our Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2 playthrough. So, in the last episode, our orb that we recovered in Lyran's Hold was stolen. So we are here to basically get it back. And my god, those are some huge enemies. So far our enchanted weaponry here has been working pretty well. But we haven't started fighting elementals and stuff, so who knows if it's going to hold up later on. But luckily we still have some money and we can always disenchant our equipment in the workshop, so we can basically rework it if we need it, so we don't need to buy all of the gems again. I think. It's been a long time. Oh my god. So we actually have some clerics and some archers too. Kind of a weird group of enemies here. They feel way too important to be just a mercenary force. Their equipment is way too good, you know.
That's him! He must be here for the urn. His head's worth a small fortune, man. Don't hold back.
Okay. I wasn't expecting them to anyway, so. Okay, these guys use some skills. Particularly like buffing skills and stuff. Okay, so oh my god. So yeah, they really have some, probably clerics. They look like some type of Avenger. Not like the Marvel ones, but the traditional medieval type of Avenger. The opposite of a paladin. So you recovered the stolen oceanic urn from the body of the thief who stole it. It should be returned to Jarek. Okay. Well, there you go. So at least we recovered it quickly. Yeah, we really need to upgrade our armor. We're taking a whole lot of damage here. I'm hoping we can finish quickly basically the build that we have been building all of this time. Our passive build here. So we can start putting points in more defensive skills. I had a lot of potions when I started this. And now I basically only have 4. So that just shows that I'm taking way too much damage. But I still think that the best way to handle equipment in this game early on, not super early, we are already in chapter 2, but I do believe that probably enchanting all of your weapons first is way better than enchanting your armor and fighting longer because you have weaker weapons. This doesn't make a lot of sense. And yeah, the weapons are doing pretty good damage. But the moment there's 3-4 enemies, then we start taking a whole lot of damage. And as I told you guys, defending in this game is basically pointless. It's kind of a useless little thing that's in the game, but kind of a pointless mechanic to have, you know. So we already got the orb, so I'm just trying to get as much XP as possible from this zone here. I have no idea what's going to happen next. I don't know what's the next item even we can choose. As far as I know, right? It's going to give us a choice.
I shouldn't do that here.
Maybe the next item will be stolen too, I'm guessing. Since it happened once, could totally happen twice, right?
I understand the Hill's Edge affair was bloody, but no matter, you've recovered the oceanic urn just the same. As promised, your reward.
Well, thank you. Oh, that's a lot of coins and XP. All right, I'm going to leave the fiery one here for last, the brazier here. Let's go for the jade.
The jade octahedron, an 8-sided rune stone the size of a troll's fist, is
that's
located
huge.
in the halls of the Hammer, an abandoned dwarf stronghold across the High Moor.
Absolutely. So if you guys remember, I bought the key in the first chapter for a special like treasury section of the halls of the Hammer. So we are finally gonna be able to use it. Let's see if I think it was like 4,000 coins. So let's see if that is if it was like a justified purchase or if it was just wasted money, you know?
Welcome back, Fred. If you need weapons or armor to protect you from someone else's...
So I'm going to keep this for now. So maybe I can like... actually, I'm going to sell this. Probably. Yeah. If I drop something better, then I... okay. So I need to buy potions, because I basically used most of them.
I receive new shipments frequently. So
one thing that I can actually do to improve my situation here, I can just buy like a couple of runestones for each armor piece and enchant all of them to be like +2, you know. Trouble is that's going to waste a lot of our resources here, and at this point I don't think it's a good idea. Might as well just wait for the full plates and start enchanting stuff later, you know. So I really don't know what to do to improve it. I'm going to go to the tavern real quick just to see if we have any secondary quests. See if Randall has something.
Greeting.
Nope. So there you go. Hey dude, I hope the treasure is pretty good. 4,000 is a lot, you know? If it isn't, I want half of it back. I actually don't remember at all. But hopefully there's like at least a couple of magical items there. Especially like rings and amulets and stuff. Which you can also enchant those, by the way. But as I said multiple times, basically it's limited. Oh, another ambush. Okay. I am not surprised at this point. Is that a lizard? Shit. Oh, I forgot. I need to change the audio. Okay. I don't know why the attacks and skills and stuff are so loud. I have no idea. Well, isn't that a problematic situation here? Jesus. Alright. This place is designed in a way that it doesn't matter to which side you run here. You are going to take a whole lot of damage. No way. Unless you're like immune to fire, but I don't know how to do that. I don't know if it's possible, probably not. Alright. Stop being annoying, please. Oh. I thought this guy wasn't one of the throwers. The guys that have been throwing all this explosive fire here, but he fooled me. Oh. So let's see.
You've driven the troglodytes off. I am Landon, and owe you my thanks. Alas, if you'd only come sooner.
So what's happened here?
Troglodytes. I'd heard there were raiders on the moor, but so many.
Oh.
They must be based in Brigand's Hold. My lord and Lady Cadmere were traveling back to Baldur's Gate from Waterdeep. The wagon was attacked.
Oh, I see.
I believe all the other guards are dead. I saw Lady Cadmere being carried off over one of the brute's shoulders. I do not know what happened to my lord. Will you help them?
Slaughter monsters and rescue a maiden, of course. Where are they? This guy, as we know, is a established womanizer. So every time there's like a lady involved, he's going to always help.
Several miles west of here, a ruined keep and village. There's little left on the surface, but there's supposed to be an extensive network of cellars and dungeons below ground. Bandits often use the place to hole up. I'll mark it on your map. I'm in no condition to fight, so I'll check my fallen companion.
Alright. So we got another reason to proceed here as well. Extra quest. Oh my god. So let's see what this quest is called on the log. So just rescue the lady. So basically we have the main quests, and basically the game has been like sprinkling in some side quests, either to like give us some extra XP, some extra items and stuff, but also to not be like too obvious, right? You go to the map, you click in the place, you do the place, recover the item, give it back, you know? So the idea is to like spice it up a little bit, you know? Alright, so Halls of the Hammer, the Brigand's Ruins. So let's go to the ruins first. We are almost passing level here. Here, yeah. So these are not lizardmen, these are troglodytes. Then you might think, whoa, but this is basically the same thing. Kinda, but D&D wise, they are slightly different creatures. Okay. These looks like the generators from Gauntlet. I already said that, I think, in another episode. Alright, so we have 15. I could finish this, but I actually want to work on my 2-weapon fighting. There you go. So what else can I do with like 3? Death Blow, I guess. Increases the damage inflicted by a critical hit. Yeah, so let's do that. So let's see how is our damage doing now. So 45 to 74, 21 to 25, so it's already raising nicely here. And our damage should do a little bit, or our damage, our critical hits should do a little bit more damage. We got a 175, 198, 101, 108. Yes, we are getting huge criticals here. I don't know if this is high damage for this particular point in the game. It might not be. It feels like it because we are like demolishing the troglodytes here. But I don't remember enough about the game to know if that is factually correct, you know? Oh. Oh no. Another one of the trolls. Oh, at least they are not setting me on fire here. I'll take it. Yeah, this build has been working pretty well. Problem is, the more you work on it, the more things that you want to like use in the build show up too. So you are never like never complete it. Burning again. Okay. There's might be a boss here somewhere, so always saving. This one. Okay. Oh, poison. This game feels like a zoomed in version of like Zelda, for example. This is a great example. It's not like necessarily top down, but it's pretty close to being top down. And it's kind of isometric as well. So if you like the original Baldur's Gate games, for sure this is going to feel like familiar, slightly. So probably this is the type of feeling that I'm having here that usually like an FPS player has when they are playing another one of those games that basically is the same thing that they've been playing forever, but with like a slightly tweaked gameplay. That's why I like Resident Evil 4 so much, because back in the day it was such a different experience from everything that was out there, you know. It wasn't really an FPS, even though it had, or it has still, great gunplay. Oh man. There's one guy here, right? Yeah. There you go. This place is actually giving me a pretty good amount of XP for the challenge, which has been basically none, right? Alright. Pretty soon I'm going to check my inventory to see if we got something useful. There's a lot of safe spots here, which is actually not a good thing. It kind of scares me a little bit because every time I see a safe spot, I'm imagining, oh, this next part might kill you, so you should save me. That's why I save all the time. And that's why I also don't like games that have safe spots everywhere. There's like, I think a perfect example of like save spots done right, in a way that like enhances the game. It's the Resident Evil typewriter style. I mean the first Resident Evil games, the PS1 games. You have like the ink ribbons, right? And you also had very limited. I'm actually checking my clock here. That's why I stopped. Okay. It had stopped for some reason. I don't know what happened. Alright. So as I was saying, I like the idea of the ink ribbons because you have like 3, for example. And you've been playing for like half an hour and didn't save. So should you waste or use one of the ink ribbons and have only 2, but you might not be enough. It might not be enough to get you through the rest of the game, or get you through the parts that you are in the game, you know. So you kind of have to make a choice if you want to save or not. It was like a relevant mechanic in the game, choosing to save or not. In this case, in the last like 5 minutes, I saved the game like 4 or 5 times, you know. This is amazing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but this box here just teleported by itself through the wall here. I don't know if my character model like pushed it out of its boundaries. That was very interesting. I hate these fire guys, my god. They're so annoying. Nothing here, okay. So yeah, I'm going to need potions again. I'm already using the weaker ones. But these guys do a lot of damage. Mostly because they are throwers, so they are always hitting me. And these fire guys and the poison guys are just so annoying. And this is a teleporting box with nothing inside, so thank you for that. Let's recall real quick. Actually, let me check. Oh, let me check again. I pressed the wrong button 3 times. No joke. Fine halberd. Fine great sword. 15 to 36. It's not like a huge. I'm looking for like in this game the weapons that are not magical. They have higher qualities. They always have an adjective before them. So like fine longsword, remarkable, grand, and things like that. So I'm looking for either grand or maybe even better than that for my next piece that I'm going to enchant, you know. 8, also 8. Half plate helmet 6. Alright, so finally we have a slight upgrade. Or maybe a downgrade in our appearance here. Alright, so I can also sell some rejuvenation potions. The fear here is not necessarily having to use potions constantly. That's not a problem per se. Main problem is the gold, right? Potions aren't free, and you just don't drop enough potions at this point in the game. So I just have to buy them. So hopefully I don't like use too much. Let's check. Let's see if I can like break this item here. Remove all gems. Remove gems for and all runestones. So this is 1 jet and 1 runestone. 237 is actually reasonable. So we got 1 runestone back, right? I imagine. And 1 jet. So yeah, I think we can start doing this depending on the value of the item, if it's not too expensive. Where's the runestone? I don't know what happened. Oh, I see. I didn't receive it back. I think this thing just removes the item, the original runes in the item, and gives you the item back, but don't give you like the runes back. I forgot to buy the potions, I think. Yeah. So that's not a great system. But the longer we have to buy potions in the game, the more expensive they will become, right? So as you can see, they reuse assets constantly in this game. So this is the same asset as the dungeon in Luvia's place. Catacombs. Alright, I have no idea what to do, so go whatever. Okay. poison guys, great. All I needed. But these dudes really give a whole lot of XP, my god. That's crazy. Because remember, we are actually like level 14 or 15 or something like that, so we are getting a really like relevant amount of XP from these guys here, which is funny because they aren't hard at all. They are just annoying. Oh, no poison, please. Come on. Why? Why? They got stuck in the door? Why? I don't understand it. And these secret passages are not so secret. Yeah, these exploding items just don't work in this game at all, to be honest. If you are like slightly far away, you just don't see the impact of the explosion on the enemies. So might as well go to the right now. The shape of this map seems to indicate that the middle should be the last place to explore, but I've been wrong multiple times in this game already. Okay. So we are at least at 55, maybe 60% of our experience here. So that's pretty great. Every level that we pass now, we are going to get a whole lot of points. But we still have the last expense of having to revolve our final skill for the build, which is the true fighting style skill. And yeah, I was right, it was the middle. Oh, some gold coins, okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get the maiden back here. Hopefully she give us a pretty decent reward here. We are adventurers. We don't work for free. We are not freeloaders. We are not Japanese RPG protagonists. We don't have an ideal of becoming like the best in the world. We just want some cash. And this guy here surely loves his ladies. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a lot of damage. Oh, this guy straight up fired spells. Come on. Maybe the key to a Rever Lady Cadmere. Okay. The XP has been great, but not a whole lot of good loot, to be honest. That's the one problem. She's here, yeah. I'm trying to look because I need to raise the sound first so we can hear what she's going to say. Might give us a hint on how to deal with the Halls of the Hammer. Let's see. You save Lady Cadmere from the depredations of her troglodyte captors. 4,000 gold coins, 2,000 experience points, 1 grand keen amulet. Oh, so she's just a random lady. Oh, come on, dude. Thought she was going to say something. So there you go, my man. You didn't get the lady. Oh, +3 remarkable staff. That's something. Cleave. Yeah, I don't have cleave. I don't think it matters. Where's the keen thing? Gives +1 to wisdom. I think is the same that I have. No, this one gives +1 to bless. But I actually don't know what's the difference between one and the other. Oh, but if I have a wisdom amulet, I'm going to get extra XP. A little bit, but good enough. So yeah, I'm actually going to do this. Maybe bless gives me more, like, chance to hit my attacks, I don't know. Maybe 1 extra damage, I think. Yeah, but that's okay. I'd rather have the extra XP. So we ended up not passing. We ended up not passing the extra level here. Oh, you actually don't need to do this, we can just recall.
Welcome back, friend.
But at least
You need weapons or armor to protect you
we
from
got
someone else.
a whole lot of XP,
Come to the right.
so we are pretty close. Let's sell some of these stuff here. Oh, here's the runestone, so maybe it did work. That's why
You'll find
I have to read about it.
Quality and prices to match mine. I've been supplying brave adventurers for over a
Alright, I think I need to buy some potions again. I wonder if, like, playing with the cleric lady, if we still need to use potions, or if we have just a pretty good self-heal, you know? I imagine probably there's this option when building the character. So let's see if we can find our secret treasure room here. So as you can see, I am way more interested in the treasure room than I am interested in, like, saving the world or something. I don't care a whole lot. I want the loot. So here we are fighting slimes again. This is the last enemy I would expect in this place, to be honest. Alright, this is an enemy I would expect in this place. So no longer we'll be running from trolls from now on. Now we can kill them. That's why I have 1 fiery weapon. The next dungeon seems to be related to fire. So maybe it's like a volcanic dungeon. So that will be a good test to see what happens when we use a fire weapon in these types of places. I might have to bring a reserve weapon, just in case. There's no point in using 2 weapons, and your main weapon is healing the enemy, and the secondary weapon is doing the damage, you know? Alright, this is very platformy. What's this? They sound like pigs. Maybe it's one type of, like, goblin or hobgoblin or something. This is the same noise that the creatures in the Razor Fan dungeons in World of Warcraft do, or make. I forgot the name of the creatures now, but... The Quillboars, yes. The Quillboars. They sound exactly like that. Yeah, this place probably will have a lot of backtracking that we are going to need to do here. Very extensive corridors here. Oh, that was so close. Completely dodged by accident. Where is it? I can turn the camera around a little bit. Come on, XP bar, come on. Just a little bit. Don't give up. Okay. It's also cool in this game to see how the character looks, the models progress because of the equipment, you know. Reminds me of Gauntlet. Oh, this place. This is not going to be good, is it? I'm going to move around my microphone a little bit here. Not my microphone, the cable. Okay, so I have no idea how to proceed here. So I'm going to start from the right here and see what I have to do. Alright, obviously I can't kill these guys, so I'm not going to try. Oh, I'm going to take this one. No, wait. But I want to kill as much enemies, or as many enemies as I can here. So I'm going to do all of them. Man, this with my analog controls here, Jesus, such a rough thing to do, is to walk in the straight line. Because you can switch around the camera all you want, but the analogicals, they are not precise at all. So if I take like one spear, I might just fall over here. Luckily they don't have like knockback effects. Okay, so 1/2 is done. Oh, let's kill these guys first. They are already here anyway. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Finally. So, 20. So, more strength. So, we now have 15 points. So, let's finish up the two weapon fighting. There you go. So, this is how we are doing now. So, 52 to 83. So, that was one hell of an improvement. And the secondary weapon also improved a lot, like 3 to 5 points improvement. That in an average is very impressive. So now we have to work on the great weapon focus and death bow, so we can get some extra damage from our critical hits. I never had a problem with like building a character and leveling up in this game, meaning like wasting points in not so useful skills and stuff like that, because I am a D&D player, right? So when I played this game for the first time when I was like 16, 17 or something like that, I already knew the system. So even though it's not like a one-to-one comparison, obviously, it's still pretty close. Oh, this was a mistake. The map lied to me. As you can see, the map shows that this area is connected to the central one there. And it isn't. Not nice. We need to explore every like nook and cranny of this place, because we obviously cannot leave until we used our key. Oh my god, that was a bad jump right there. So there's two entrances on the left and on the right. So before I follow the central path here, I'm going to explore both first, just to be sure. Oh man, damn it. If I was a little bit farther away, or further away, I could probably dodge that. I've dodged that. Alright, so let's see what we got on the left. Then we need to check out the right side. Oh my god. I turned the camera around too much. Almost fell because of that. We always need to check for like passages. But as I said, the secret passages in this game are not much of a secret. They show in the map, so you know there's something behind, you know. That's kind of an oversight. It shouldn't be that way, obviously. That said, a whole lot of people don't like discovering stuff in games. Like, oh, I finished the game, I didn't know that there was stuff all over, behind all of these walls here, or like in the basement or something like that, you know? But as a long time Eye of the Beholder player, I'm very used to like searching walls, pressing buttons and levers and stuff. It's not a huge deal for me. I enjoy finding these types of secrets. There are some games that go overboard with it. They either have way too many secrets or they have like completely non-intuitive ways of hiding the secrets. So you have to, especially games that have achievements. So you're like, oh, you need to do this, but you need to jump 3 times, then talk to this character, then eat this item, then take damage, then hit this guy, then you get the achievement, you know? This kind of to-do list that's kind of silly and pointless. I would say like World of Warcraft is one of the world champions in that category. A bunch of achievements that don't make any sense. You just have to like execute several like meaningless tasks to gain an achievement. And I know that because I achievement hunted a lot in the game. It was my favorite thing to do, especially older content, you know. So those types of secrets, meaning things that you don't know that you had to do to achieve something, those can be harmful to the game if there's a whole lot of them. Problem with this game is that it might be too straightforward. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh no. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm half excited and I'm half scared now. That was very not nice. So this place is going to have a whole lot of treasure laying around here. But some of that treasure will literally kill you. What are those? My god. Let me get a little bit closer just to see. Yeah, they are some kind of construct. I don't think these are like goblins or something like that. Yeah, they look like constructs, don't they? Like armors. Oh, all their weaponry is enchanted too. And as always, archers. Awesome. Love archers. Alright. So let's see if the secret room is going to actually show in the map. Man, I'm going to be so disappointed if most of the chests in the secret room are mimics instead of actual chests. But hopefully the chests, the mimics also have treasure. You just need to kill them first, you know? These guys are pretty easy. They are easier than the troglodytes, which is weird. Oh, this is a mimic. And I almost died because of it. And yeah, they also have items. Good to know. So this one is probably going to be a mimic too. Or not. I wasn't expecting a mimic so early. Got caught off guard here. Let's go to this side first. I like the design of this place a lot, actually. It does feel like a more of a thing that dwarves built, you know, just a good solid stone ground and a lot of craftsmanship in the walls. Very dwarven looking place. I'm half expecting. I opened the chest and I was like, come at me, bro. Every chest I'm going to be, oh, come on, come on. There you go. I know you want to kill me, come on. I'm more scared of the chest than I am of the constructor. They actually do more damage. The idea is you have to click and block the attack at the same time, right? But as I said, I don't block in this game, it's pointless, so that's why I'm not blocking, I'm just taking the damage every time. There you go. I'm really glad they give the items though. Okay. This side. Come on. Oh, Jesus. I wasn't ready for this one. I didn't... I clicked without even thinking there was a chest. I thought there were like a bunch of vases in the table. Okay. So I like the idea of this place. I don't like these enemies, to be honest. I wish there were like more variety here. Maybe the spirits of the old dwarves protecting the place, you know? That's actually the first time I dodged the damage. Okay, so the corridor actually probably is going to loop. So I don't think it mattered where I started here. I wonder if there's like an actual hammer here somewhere in the halls of the hammer. Or, oh, dwarves, mining, hammer. There you go. Which is weird. Hammer is more of a blacksmith type of thing. So on the other side we have a save, so probably to proceed we are going to need to go to that particular side. So let's complete the map on this side here. Always looking for the treasure. Okay, sir. The main problem with these enemies here is that they are very slow, so it doesn't matter if their swords are enchanted and all shiny and stuff, because they just don't hit you quick enough. So I barely used any potions here, which is great. It's weird that I'm... Oh, 427, that critical, that was amazing. 399, there you go. Oh, so there's also a save here. Oh. So probably I need to go to the other side first. Everything that usually like goes north in this game is usually the correct path to finish a dungeon or a section of a dungeon or something. So I probably should avoid. Oh, there you go. Durban's key has unlocked a treasure room. Okay, so this is what we are looking for. We're looking for. Ah. So yeah, I'm guessing it's not a hammer, but it's at least like a magical guardian of some kind. So yeah, hopefully we don't get like blasted by another chest here. But there's a lot of gold piles. So yeah, I already recovered my investment easily. Oh, I see. So this magical weapon is going to periodically return to life here, so to speak. Yeah, Just a room with a bunch of chests and some gold piles. Nothing too fancy. And not like a room that has a very specific like artifact or something. But it's clearly worth it to buy from the dwarf. I don't know if I don't remember if you play when you play with like the dwarf character, the rogue. If the dwarf in the tavern like gives you the key, or if he just like gives you a colossal discount. You can just pay like 1,000 gold coins and be done with it, you know? I don't remember. Because as I said, there's a system in this game in which you can pay for extra XP. You like donate to characters that have similar classes or races as you. Oh, there's nothing here, there's just a save. I thought there was like an extra corridor here. But the barbarian here doesn't have a character that he needs to like give gold to get some extra XP. He has like extra quests later on. So I don't know what's the relationship between the player character and this NPCs that give you XP for money. I've played this game before many times, but has been many years, so have no recollection of that. So far has been fine. So let's see if this is like a boss floor or yeah. Oh, Chimera, probably. 3 heads. Oh man. So probably each head has like an element to it attached to it. I'm guessing. That's usually the case. So wind attack. Come on, come down. Thank you. Yeah. It's going to be no trouble at all. You recovered the Jade Octahedron. I don't know how to pronounce that. I apologize. An 8-sided Jade Rune Stone from within the Chimera's bowels. So it should be bowels. I think I pronounced balls. For the Chimera's balls. It should be returned to Jarek in Baldur. Okay. So yeah, I really think that I am doing pretty good damage. As I said, I don't know because I have no way to compare it to know if it's actually good damage, but now that I had such an easy time in this entire dungeon, I'm going to drop some things here. Yeah, I don't want to recall twice here. That said, I have 17 recall potions, so I don't think it matters. So I'm actually going to.
Welcome back, friend.
Oh, so he's not talking about the Halls of the Hammer. At least that doesn't know. This guy's a god, he always knows everything. Grand Battle Axe, which is the one I sold, right? Yeah. For the secondary weapon, we want a weapon that doesn't have like this. Like 10 to 30, for example. We need something that has a smaller variation in damage. So we can like have a more reliable secondary damage, you know?
I have everything you need right here.
So let's see if we got an improvement. 6, no. Shoddy, scale mill 11, mine is like 20 or something, yeah. Yeah, no improvements. Okay. We got a lot of the old potions. This is the one I'm not using, so yeah. Next time I'm going to try to disenchant it and actually pay attention to what I'm doing so I can count to see if I got the gems back. Alright, I can sell most of these. These drop a lot. And I'm only going to need these when I start chanting jewelry. And that's going to take a while. I like the idea of a Chimera boss, but as you saw, it wasn't that much of a challenge. So I don't know if the build is just way too good, or if the challenge was not like calibrated to my equipment level here. I just don't know. I'm guessing the build is just good.
Welcome. My prices are always more than fair, friend. What are you looking for?
Okay. But as I said, I'm not worried about damage anymore. At least for a while. I am way more worried about the damage I'm taking, which is still pretty high. Actually, let me check if I can buy some armor here.
Well, my prices are always more than fair, friend. What are you looking
I'm
for?
using the chainmail. Yeah, nothing too good here. The items read like remarkable, but they are not so remarkable. Let's see if the dwarf has something to say about our incursion in the halls of the hammer here.
Yes.
Nope. What a shame. I was hoping for a little bit of extra dialogue. Oh yeah, and our Jade Octahedron here did not get stolen. That's a plus, so we are learning. Actually, I don't even know the name of our character, Dorn. Okay, so before we make any choices here, let's save. Let's raise the sound. Let's see what Jarek has to say.
Few ever return from the depths of the halls of the hammer, and with the Jade Octahedron besides. Well done. Here is your reward.
Well, thank you. That's pretty good. So tell me about the brazier.
The brazier of eternal flame is a wide bronze fire pot studded with sparkling jacinth. It was once in the treasury of Dragonspear Castle, but lies somewhere in the caverns beneath the place now, having been stolen by monsters.
So our return? Okay. Oh, 3,000 XP is actually, or it was like 4,000. I don't remember which one was the XP, which one was the coins. But it's not a whole lot for us anymore. We're at level 16 already, which is pretty good. Almost epic for D&D. So, in the next episode, we are going to do this quest here. So hopefully there's like a secondary quest in this one too. For the first one, where it got stolen, and we actually had to fight some pirates. For the second one, we actually and we also got ambushed both times, right? And we had to save the lady in the dungeon, the Brigand Ruin. So let's see if in the next one we'll also have some secondary quests to give us some extra XP here. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.